The promise of the free market is simple. If you invent a better, cheaper product, consumers will find it, and innovation naturally leads to success. In the modern digital landscape, reality is grimmer. Countless startups vanish every year, while a handful of massive titans maintain absolute control over the ecosystem. This occurs because of tipped markets. When network effects, where a service becomes more valuable as more people join it, crown a permanent winner, the very mechanics of competition shift. Startups entering these markets face a mathematically engineered monopoly gauntlet. This is a sequence of strategic hurdles designed specifically to ensure their failure. The opening move in the monopoly playbook is raising rivals' costs. Rather than improving their own product, the giant attacks the startup's operational logistics to cripple them before they can scale. A common execution is the patent troll strategy. By deploying a barrage of aggressive, frivolous lawsuits, the giant forces the startup to drain its critical early capital on legal defense instead of growth. The giant's true objective is to bleed the new entrant dry. They use the legal system to exhaust the startup's finances before their innovation ever reaches the consumer. If a startup survives the initial legal costs, the giant moves to the predation phase. They respond by artificially slashing their own prices to levels well below the actual cost of production. Regulators use the Arita-Turner test, measuring price against average variable cost. When the giant's price drops below this AVC line, it becomes a legal predation. The giant's massive reserves absorb these short-term losses, while the startup mathematically suffocates. This turns the market into a war of attrition. A competition based on innovation is officially replaced by a competition of bank accounts. The ultimate failsafe is the killer acquisition. If the giant cannot starve an innovative startup, they simply buy them out to eliminate the threat entirely. EU regulators attempt to block these by assessing proximity. This maps how closely a startup's new technology overlaps the giant's core ecosystem. Analysts examine the startup's outer potential, the green node, to see if it threatens the giant's established network. The giant pays a premium to acquire these startups specifically to bury the revolutionary technology. They freeze progress to protect their current status quo. Once the competition is successfully absorbed or starved, the giant triggers the recoupment phase. The giant immediately jacks up prices to monopoly levels to recover the losses taken during predation. Consumers are left trapped with stagnant technology and higher bills. This cycle is protected by a political shield. Data from Corporate Europe Observatory shows big tech lobbying budgets have reached record levels, with the goal of actively weakening antitrust legislation. In a tipped market, economic dominance directly funds political dominance. This creates a self-sustaining loop that insulates the monopoly from the law. However, regulators are waking up. The FTC has launched aggressive new enforcement actions, including a ban on non-compete clauses to prevent giants from locking down industry talent. Concurrently, the European Union is striking back via the Digital Markets Act. This allows them to legally designate tech giants as gatekeepers, placing strict restrictions on their power to stifle competitors. These monopolies are artificial machines constructed through strategic deterrence. By recognizing the playbook, regulators and the public can dismantle these structures and finally restart the free market.